Gladiators were the professional fighters of the Roman Empire, and they used their combat skills to survive in an extremely brutal competition. The most famous gladiators became popular among the masses for their fighting style and courage. So who were the 10 most famous gladiators of Rome? Number 10. Spartacus. Spartacus was a Thracian gladiator who became the leader of a great revolt against the Roman Republic. According to historical accounts, he was originally a Roman prisoner of war who was condemned to death, but was granted the chance to live if he fought as a gladiator. During his time as a gladiator, he trained relentlessly and eventually became the most feared fighter in the arenas of Rome. His fame grew, and many people began to support him, including influential politicians who helped him gain his freedom. However, he didn't use his newfound liberty for personal gain, but instead led a slave rebellion against the Romans. He assembled an army of gladiators and slaves and launched attacks against Roman forces, achieving significant victories. Although he was eventually killed in battle, his bravery and leadership made him a legendary figure in Roman history. Number 9. Cestius. Not much is known about the early life of this fierce warrior, but what we know comes from his fighting days. Cestius was a formidable opponent in the arena and was said to have been undefeated in combat. He specialized in using a trident and net, which he used with deadly accuracy. As a result, he gained a reputation as one of the greatest gladiators of his time. Cestius's popularity grew and he became one of the highest paid gladiators in Rome. However, his success in the arena did not last forever. In 80 AD, he was killed during a fight against a fellow gladiator named Titus. Despite his untimely death, Cestius's legacy as one of the most famous gladiators in Rome has endured for centuries. No. 8. Achilles. Born in Greece, Achilles was captured by pirates and sold into slavery in Rome. There he was trained as a gladiator, and eventually became one of the most feared fighters in the arenas. He was particularly skilled in the use of the sword and shield, and his fighting style was both elegant and deadly. Achilles' bravery and skill in the arena caught the attention of the Roman Emperor Caligula, who freed him from slavery and made him his personal bodyguard. However, Achilles' time in the emperor's service was short-lived. He was accused of plotting against Caligula and was sentenced to death. Before his execution, he was returned to the arena where he fought to the death against a fellow gladiator. Number 7. Titus. Titus was a Roman gladiator who was famous for his skill and bravery in the arena. He was a veteran of the Roman army, having served in the legions that conquered Britain. However, after suffering an injury in battle, he was forced out of the military and into slavery. As a gladiator, Titus was highly skilled and quickly became one of the most popular fighters in Rome. He was known for his incredible strength and stamina, as well as his unwavering courage in the face of danger. In 88 AD, Titus was given the opportunity to earn his freedom by defeating the undefeated champion Cestius in the arena. After a fierce battle, Titus emerged victorious, cementing his place in history as one of the greatest gladiators of all time. 6. Atticus. Little is known about Atticus's origins, but what we do know is that he was a skilled and ruthless fighter. He was a member of the Attica tribe, which was known for its fierce warriors. Atticus's fighting style was characterized by his use of a dagger and his ability to fight with both hands. He was also known for his agility and speed, which allowed him to dodge attacks and strike quickly and effectively. Atticus's fame grew throughout Rome, and he became one of the most popular gladiators in the city. However, his success in the arena did not come without controversy. He was accused of using illegal weapons and of killing his opponents in a cowardly manner. Despite the criticism, Atticus continued to fight and he remained one of the most feared and respected gladiators of his time. Number 5. Damis. Damis was a Syrian gladiator who became famous for his incredible skill and bravery in the arena. He was a former soldier who had been captured in battle and sold into slavery. As a gladiator, he was trained in the use of a variety of weapons, including the sword, spear, and shield. Damis was particularly skilled in the use of the trident, which he used with deadly accuracy. In the arena, Damis was known for his lightning-fast reflexes and his ability to disarm his opponents. He was also highly respected for his courage and determination, which never wavered even in the face of the most dangerous opponents. Demas's fame spread throughout the Roman Empire and he became one of the most popular gladiators of all time. Number 4. Flavius. Flavius was one of the most popular gladiators in ancient Rome, known for his incredible strength and fighting skills. He was a giant of a man, standing over 6 feet tall and weighing more than 200 pounds. Despite his size, he was incredibly agile and could move with surprising speed and grace. He was also incredibly strong, able to lift and throw chariots with ease. Flavius was so popular that he was given the honor of fighting in the final battle of the 10th Hunger Games. He fought bravely but was ultimately defeated by his opponent. No. 3. Lentulus. Lentulus was a Roman senator who was accused of plotting to overthrow the government and was sentenced to death. He was then forced to participate in the brutal games as a gladiator. Despite being a senator, Lentulus was not a coward. He fought bravely in the arena, showcasing his strength and skill. However, his fellow senators and supporters were outraged by his participation in the games. They viewed it as a shameful and degrading punishment for a man of his status. Lentulus's participation in the games raised questions about the treatment of prisoners in Roman society and the lengths to which the government would go to suppress opposition. Number 2. Milo. Milo was a Roman knight who became famous for his incredible strength and fighting skills. He was known for his ability to lift a chariot and drive it with a single hand. He was also an accomplished wrestler and was said to have never lost a match. Milo was so strong that he was even able to flip a small boat over with just one hand. In fact, there is a famous story about how he rescued a woman from drowning by grabbing her boat with his bare hands and flipping it back over. Number 1. Pompey. Pompey was a Roman general and statesman who played a significant role in the late Roman Republic. He was known for his military victories and his political ambitions. However, he was ultimately defeated by Julius Caesar and forced to flee. Pompey was forced to participate in the gladiator games as a way to humiliate him and make an example of him. Despite his status as a former general and politician, Pompey fought bravely in the arena, displaying the same courage and determination that had made him famous on the battlefield. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about gladiators.